I'm still reeling from my experience at the University of Cambridge, Cambridge. As I walk through the streets, I'm reminded of the painful memories that linger, like an open wound that refuses to heal. The moment I stepped foot on campus, I knew something was amiss. The air was thick with an aura of pretentiousness, like a heavy fog that clung to every brick and mortar. I remember the first time I had to deal with the administration. I had contacted them, introducing myself and asking about opportunities for home-educated children. But the person on the other end of the line didn't even have the decency to give me their name. It was as if I was speaking to a faceless entity, devoid of any human emotion or empathy. The conversation was abruptly cut short, with a flippant referral to an open day. I felt like I was being brushed off, like my question was an inconvenience to their busy schedules. As I delved deeper into the university's inner workings, I discovered a web of bureaucratic red tape that seemed designed to frustrate and disillusion. The entrance fees for each college, absurd, a rip-off, plain and simple. It's like they're charging you for the privilege of being disappointed. And then there were the students. Oh, the students. I had the misfortune of encountering a few, and I was left aghast at their lack of intellectual curiosity. They seemed more interested in flaunting their pseudo-intellectualism than engaging in meaningful discussions. It was like they were competing in some perverse game of one-upmanship, where the goal was to sound the most pretentious. But what really took the cake was the collegiate system. It's a fancy way of saying they create cliques and social hierarchies. I felt like I was stuck in a never-ending cycle of high school drama, where the popular kids ruled supreme and the rest were relegated to the fringes. And don't even get me started on the professors. Arrogant, dismissive, and completely out of touch with the needs of their students. The supervision system, glorified tutorials where you're expected to already know everything. It's like they're setting you up for failure just to watch you struggle. And the workload, insane. I felt like I was drowning in a sea of unnecessary assignments with no lifeline in sight. But what about the campus itself? Beautiful, yes, but also cold, uninviting, and restricted. It's like they're trying to keep the general public out, like the university is some exclusive club that only the elite may enter. And the famous sites around the colleges, inaccessible to the public except for distant views of King's College Chapel. It's like they're teasing you, offering a glimpse of something you can never truly have. And then there's the IGCSE exam fiasco. I took the exam and the examiner lost my paper. Yes, you read that right, they lost my paper. I had to rewrite the entire thing, and even then they only checked one paper. I ended up with a measly 62 when I knew I was capable of so much more. It was like they were trying to hold me back to suppress my potential. As I look back on my experience, I'm left with a sense of bitter disillusionment. The University of Cambridge, Cambridge, is a relic of a bygone era, clinging to its traditions and refusing to adapt. It's a place where the privileged few thrive, while the rest are left to struggle in the shadows. But I'll have the last laugh. I'll expose them for what they are, a bastion of elitism and intellectual laziness. I'll shout it from the rooftops, and I'll make sure the world knows the truth. So, dear readers, I ask you, are you tired of—
Okay, here is let us be frank. The businesses clustered around the University of Cambridge, they're not a welcoming hug. They're more like a politely worded bill for simply existing nearby. It's a landscape built on the assumption that your pockets are either bottomless or you're easily impressed. And frankly, after sifting through what people are saying, it feels disheartening. It's as if a layer of apathy and sometimes outright disregard for customers has settled over everything. It's a peculiar atmosphere, and it's something travelers really need to understand. I've spent a considerable amount of time examining the experiences people have had. It's unsettling. It's not a case of a few bad apples, it's a systemic issue. A feeling almost that these businesses operate under the belief they'll always have a flow of naive tourists. It feels wrong. Let's begin. Shopping generally feels strained. Take the Grand Arcade, for example. It's presented as this gleaming modern shopping center, but beneath the shiny facade, it seems to be a place where basic functionality goes to die. The toilets apparently exist in a perpetual state of disrepair, a queue stretching into the next century, and a distinct absence of soap. It's like they're actively challenging you to maintain basic hygiene. Then there's the parking. Oh, the parking. It's a labyrinthine system designed, it seems, to extract maximum funds from you, with penalties that escalate faster than your sense of outrage. You lose your ticket in the afternoon, expect to remortgage your house. And don't be fooled by assurances about number plate recognition. That's apparently a lie. They want you to lose that ticket. It's not just about convenience, it feels deliberately punitive. The stories are disturbing. One person recounted a truly terrifying experience in a disabled toilet, the lock failing, allowing someone to enter while they were using the facilities. The sheer violation of privacy is appalling. It's a chilling detail, and it suggests a fundamental disregard for safety and dignity. It's not a broken lock, it's a breach of trust. This isn't just about an inconvenience, it's about feeling vulnerable. Then you have the smaller experiences, rude staff, shops that are just there offering nothing particularly special. It's a feeling of being processed, not served. It's like walking through a beautifully designed, yet ultimately empty shell. Moving on to leisure, the Glassworks attempts to present an image of relaxation and luxury, but the reviews reveal a rather different reality. The spa, in particular, appears to be a breeding ground for disappointment. One review detailed a hot tub that was, and I quote, shockingly green and smelled like a stagnant pond. Green, a pond, it evokes a distinct feeling of unease. It's like the spa is actively resisting the concept of cleanliness. Then there's the dismissive attitude of the staff. It seems if you dare to point out a flaw, you're met with eye rolls and a general air of annoyance. It's as if your dissatisfaction is an insult. The issues extend beyond the facilities. Broken equipment, dirty spaces, and a general sense of neglect are recurring themes. It's a place where promises are made and promptly broken, and when you attempt to complain, you're met with defensive justifications rather than genuine apologies. It's a cycle of disappointment, and it's deeply frustrating. It creates this haunting feeling of what could have been. The dining scene isn't much better. The Tiffin truck, which looks appealing, appears to be consistently delivering underwhelming food. Dishes lacking flavor, prawns that aren't properly cooked, a general sense of mediocrity. It's a betrayal of the vibrant cuisine it claims to represent. And then there's the hygiene. A customer found fingernails on a table. That's not just unsanitary, it's deeply disturbing. It's not just the food itself, it's the inconsistency.
One review describes a great experience a year ago, followed by a disastrous visit just months later. The staff seem to have vanished, replaced by people who are, frankly, disinterested. It's like the soul of the place has been quietly removed. This is a heartbreak. Coffee at Espresso Lane appears to be a similarly fraught experience. Burnt coffee, cups that melt, and a general lack of quality control. It feels like a fundamental misunderstanding of what a coffee shop should.
Oh, I was just looking into crimes near University of Cambridge, and like it's so sad, People come here thinking it's all fancy and safe, but no, some businesses here, they just trick you. Like, okay, first some shops near University of Cambridge, they don't even exist, like at all. There were these fake clothing stores, Hario Trading and Say Hi International, pretending to be in Cambridge, but their addresses were just houses. People ordered pretty dresses, paid money, and got nothing, or like some cheap thing that wasn't even what they wanted, and then the shops just disappeared. Poof, gone. The government shut them down, but the people who got scammed, they probably cried, and the scammers probably just made new fake shops somewhere else. So unfair. And then, oh my God, there are these fake family-run shops popping up. Like they use AI to make fake photos of owners, fake reviews, everything. Tourists think, oh, cute little local shop, but it's all lies. You pay, you get trash or nothing, and the shop, gone the next day like magic, but evil magic. The tourists probably felt so stupid, but it's not their fault. The scammers are just and like souvenir shops and ticket sellers. Some are real, but some are just traps. They sell you fake tickets or broken things, take your money, and then run. Tourists don't even realize until it's too late, and then they race stuck with no way to get their money back. So sad, I bet the scammers just keep doing it, moving around, changing names. And the tourists, they go home upset, thinking Cambridge is full of liars, but it's not. It's just some